Hi, this is Mark.
And I'm Barbara.
And we are Wiki Design.
We're going to do something a little bit different today and answer your autocomplete questions. So we're going to go on YouTube and type in a couple different phrases related to WordPress, web design, stuff like that. We're going to make a series of videos just answering those questions. So the first one that we're going to do is WordPress, and then we're going to fill in the autocomplete and answer those questions. Now, we have no idea what's going to show up. This is all new to us, so let's get started. Is WordPress free? That's the first one. Kind of, sorta. So you can go to WordPress.com and sign up for a completely free website, but you will have some limitations. You won't get like the custom domain name. You won't be able to do a lot, but if you just want like a journal or a simple blog, then yeah, you can sign up for free and go to town, have fun with it. If you want more of a bigger website, more established, then you're going to have to pay for some additional options, but you can get started for free with WordPress.
Yeah. All right, next one, is WordPress worth it? Yes. So this seems to be a question aiming toward the WordPress.com website instead of the .org. So the .org website, if you're not familiar, is the open source version of WordPress where you download it and then you host it yourself. That you don't have to pay any monthly fees or anything like that. That's 100% free. So yes, WordPress is 100% worth it on the .org side. We usually don't recommend going and building a huge website on the .com version just because you're going to hit some limitations.
Right.
Yeah.
The next one, is WordPress good for e-commerce? I think it's great for e-commerce. They have the WooCommerce extension that you can add on to WordPress, and that lets you sell really whatever you want. You can have a simple online store selling like t-shirts or physical products. And then you can really customize it if you want to do like a membership site. You can do that, subscriptions. You can even do like a whole e-learning platform. So the possibilities really are endless because it is that open source. So you can kind of really customize it and add different things and really do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can, you're going to have to use a lot of plugins if you wanted to have a lot of functionality with your e-commerce. But yeah, you could basically do anything. You could look and have your website function like an Amazon.com if you do it correctly. Yeah.
It really, like the possibilities are endless. So I definitely think it's worth it.
All right. Next question. Is WordPress the best website builder? We say yes, 100%. We build all of our client websites with Elementor and WordPress. So Elementor is a page builder on top of the WordPress framework. So if you just have those two things together, yes, you are way ahead of most of the website builders out there. And we are just huge fans of Elementor and how much functionality you can have on the front end and on the back end. So yeah, we would say right now in 2021, that is the best
I think so.
website builder on the market.
The next one, is WordPress good? Yeah, I think so.
I would say yes, because our whole business is built off of WordPress. It's good. Is it hard to learn? Yes and no. It depends on what it is that you want to learn. If you just want a basic type of website and not have a huge amount of functionality in the back end, that's easy to learn. What's hard to learn is just if you want to build, like, let's say custom plugins, or you have some weird advanced functionality that doesn't exist. Yeah, you're going to have to learn PHP. You're going to have to learn how WordPress is set up. So
it's not impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
You can definitely learn it. There's plenty of resources online if you want to learn. But there definitely is a learning curve if you're trying to do something like that.
But if you compare it to something like a Squarespace and a Wix, yeah, it's going to be a little harder to learn just because you're going to have to rely on different type of plugins on top of the platform. So it's a little bit hard to learn on that part, but
you can do it.
It's not rocket science.
The next one, is WordPress safe to use? I think so.
Yeah, this seems like it was a question regarding hacking or something like that. Yeah, it's very safe to use. Years ago, there was a lot of vulnerabilities and hacks that were going on in the WordPress ecosystem that weren't getting updated quickly. But now things are getting patched same day. And if there's a vulnerability, you can get your website completely future-proof and safe if you keep up with it.
Yeah, and I think that it kind of goes without saying, if you don't keep up with your website, no matter what you build your website on, it's going to have problems. So you just have to stay on top of things and you'll be fine. Okay.
Is WordPress worth learning in 2020? No, because it's not 2020. It's 2021 now. But yeah, it is worth learning. And this seems to be a question that was aimed toward, employment reasons.
Career choice.
Yeah, career choices. So yeah, if you're going to learn any sort of CMS or anything like that, yeah, WordPress is the only one I would recommend learning. So is it worth learning? Yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be in web design, you're going to have to learn WordPress. It's as simple as that.
I think so. Is WordPress easy to use? Yes and no. It really depends on what you're trying to do. If you're just making a basic website, you can learn it and you'll be able to update it and do whatever you need to do. If you're, like we said before, trying to learn how to code, build plugins, stuff like that, it is a little bit harder, but not impossible.
Yeah, there's so many good YouTube videos out there and support for them. That's the thing about this ecosystem with WordPress. People are very open to sharing knowledge. I mean, that's how we learn everything is we go through Google and YouTube. Is WordPress safe from hackers? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. It can be a very, very secure platform if you keep up with updates to your server. You want to make sure that you go in at least once a month, I recommend, and update your WordPress, your plugins, your themes. If you do that, you're going to be safe.
You'll be totally fine.
Yeah. There's no reason to worry, really. If you just stick with a good web host, you're good.
Is WordPress hosting free? Yeah, we kind of mentioned that before. You can go to WordPress.com and get a completely free website, but you will have limitations. If you want to expand upon that website, you will have to upgrade and pay for like monthly hosting and stuff. So you do have the free option, but if you want to take your site to the next level, you're going to have to upgrade and pay a monthly fee.
Is WordPress good for SEO? Yes, 100%. It is probably one of the best platforms to build on and not have to worry about your SEO. It can do everything plus some. So there's no limitations on what you can do with your SEO.
And SEO is a really complicated topic. So it's hard to answer in like a short video, but it's good. I mean, you'll be able to do what you need to do.
There's nothing holding you back when it comes to SEO. You don't have to, if you read anything that says otherwise, it's not real. It's not true.
The last one, is WordPress better than coding? I guess. It's kind of a weird question, but I think it's easier to manage using a CMS than like hand coding a website.
Yeah, it seems like this question is asking, is it better than a hand coded website? And it depends on what your use case is. If you want a super fast website with no bloated code, then yeah, a hand coded website is gonna outperform a WordPress website from there. But
it's a lot harder to use and update and do everything that you need to do.
If you have a website and you want to have a blog, you're gonna want to use something like a WordPress. You're not gonna want to manually create each one of your blog posts and a static website. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. It's better than a hand-coded website in most cases.
Okay. So that was all the questions, and this was fun. Yeah. We're going to do this again soon. So if you have any more questions about WordPress, leave a comment down below, and maybe we'll answer them in a future video. And if you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to receive notifications whenever we post a new video. Bye.
Thanks.